when I woke up in the ICU, the scary thought was, even if I wanted to end my life, I can't. Even if I could push a magic button or pull a trigger, I can't.
Kia ora, I'm Millie Kerr, and welcome to the second series of Treading Water, where I interview a range of different people about their mental health journeys. Today, I'm speaking to Brad Smeele.
I'm Brad Smeele. I was a professional wakeboarder up until I was 27 years old, and then I had a spinal cord injury which broke my neck and lost all movement from the shoulders down, and carrying on with life as a quadriplegic now.
2014, can you talk about leading up to the accident and what happened that day?
So 2014, that was my 10th year going to the States. My riding was going really well. I was fit, I was healthy. I was kind of getting to another level where I was pushing the limits of the sport and doing things that people hadn't done before. So I was finally starting to get noticed. I managed to land the world's first double tantrum to blind. At that stage, it was one of the best tricks that had been done in wakeboarding. And I'd always had the goal of winning Trick of the Year at the Wake Awards. And pretty much I'd landed that trick and I knew I was going to win that award. But unfortunately, by the time the Wake Awards were on, I was already in the spinal unit. The 6th of July 2014, woke up just like any other morning, but I knew it was our last day of filming for a big movie project that we were working on. I wanted to land that new trick that I'd landed. I wanted it to be the final kind of banger at the end of the movie section. By that point, I was starting to get tired. I was crashed a few times, but I was getting so close to it, I didn't want to give up on it. And I kind of felt like if I landed that, then I would secure all these sponsorship deals that were coming. So to me, it was like, I need to do this. Unfortunately, I bowed out at the wrong time and I'd gone bigger than I thought. I knew straight away I was gonna flip and land on my head. Tucked my head under, but it was too late, and tops of my shoulders impacted the ramp and forced my head into my chest and shattered my C4 vertebrae and knocked me out. And yeah, I was kind of just left floating in the lake, and thankfully my buddies were there to come and fish me out. I wasn't breathing, but I was eyes wide open, blue in the face. Like they kind of thought I was already gone at that point. And from there on out, it was all just chaos. The first responders were there and they're checking if I could feel this or move that, and it was nope, can't do anything. That's when it really started to sink in. I didn't really know at all what this life was going to be like, and honestly, there was a point I kind of wished my friends had left me in the lake. I couldn't fathom how life would be good or worth living after an accident like that. That's kind of where a lot of the mental struggles began.
Were you aware of, the struggles of mental health before your accident?
Yeah, I think just before the accident, I'd never really had to deal with mental health issues. I'd still go through stuff and I'd experience anxiety and things like that, but I had